Good Tuesday morning to you. Remembering creates a lot of ambivalent feelings in us. Christmas, when we go to Christmas celebrations at our home, it brings joy for us in that moment because we're celebrating life and love and joy that Christmas brings on that day. But also when we arrive, immediately families start thinking about their loved ones, people who are no longer there, great-grandparents, great-uncles and aunts, and it brings memory back, cousins, people who've died prematurely. Easter celebrations, the same thing. Birthdays, days of celebration in our own families cause us to remember, cause us to reflect on our past. Did you know something in Joshua 4:19, when Israel had been traveling for 40 years, wandering in the wilderness, they finally got to the Jordan River, and Joshua was now leading them, and they got prepared to cross over the Jordan. And when they did you know that the Jordan River stopped flowing so they could cross? Did you know that? Read that in Joshua 4:19. And after they crossed, it was a place called Gilgal, a place of happening. And they erected 12 stones. They inscribed 12 stones and stacked them there as a memorial to what God had done and bringing them out of Israel, crossing the Red Sea, delivering from death Pharaoh's army, helping them to remember what God did and leading them each day with a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night, and provided food for them and water for them, took care of them. And then it said at Gilgal, Joshua dedicated the people of Israel, and he circumcised all of the young men during that 40-year period that had been born that had never been circumcised before they went into the promised land, the covenant of God, as he circumcised them at Gilgal, and that they waited upon the Lord. And they inscribed these stones, they stacked huge stones as a memorial monument to what God had done, so they would never forget the presence of God. I want you to know that we're going to be looking at the 12 stones of Israel. Different parts of 12 stones has a significant history for Israel. The 12 stones representing the 12 tribes of Israel, but the 12 stones that were stacked at Gilgal. And also, too, we're going to learn about the 12 stones that was on the tunic of Aaron, the high priest, and their importance, and name them tomorrow. I'd like for you to remember something. Remember how God has blessed you and your family. Just when you thought there were no answers, God provided answers in the past. When you thought that there was no hope for healing, somehow there was healing. When you felt like there was no money to be able to take care of your needs, guess what? God provided somehow, because you and I are here today. I'd like for you today on Tuesday to stop and reflect and remember what God has done in your life and be thankful for it. Will you pray with me? Father, there are times in our lives at Christmas and Easter and birthdays and celebrations that bring ambivalent feelings in our memories. Help us this day to reflect upon the good things that you've provided for us, your presence in our lives, and the promise that you will always be with us. May this be a constant reminder to us, for we ask this in your name. Amen. The 12 stones, the Jordan stopped flowing. They stacked them and inscribed them. It doesn't say what they inscribed on the stones, But people have gone looking for these stones and have not been able to find them. It could be that they've been lost to eternity. It could be they've been washed away. It could be somebody has taken them. But the stones that the people stacked was a memory of God's assurance. I want you to be assured today and Tuesday, He's with you and me. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow on Wednesday.